Hey guys, what's up? Alright, so this is the remake of the step uppercut moving backwards without using the left jab. Alright, so we're going to start from back here. Alright, we're in the pocket. Elbows in, knees bent, shoulders up at all times, chin down. Okay? Now, 2 steps when you're going backwards. The first is going to be with the left. Okay? That left leg. Take a wide step back with that left leg. Now when you take that first wide step back with that left leg, your feet are going to be a little bit close together. Okay, so we're here, take that wide step back. Now when I take that wide step back, notice how my feet are a little bit close together. And my opponent is coming at me, so I need to create more space. Okay, so I'm going to take another wide step back with that right leg. When I take that second wide step back with that right leg, I'm going to fire that uppercut. Okay, so it's going to be step, step. As soon as this foot lands, fire that uppercut. All right, so let's do it from the side view so you guys can see how my feet actually look like. So we're here, okay? First step is going to be with that left. When I take that first step with that left, I need to create more space between me and my opponent. I take another step back with that right leg. On my tippy toes, never flat. When I take that second step with that right leg, I fire that uppercut. So step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut. Remember to always, when you're moving backwards, always be in your tippy toes. The guys are really sloppy. 99% of all fighters can't move backwards, okay? So you guys need to study this shit. You need to study this shit, drill this shit, spar this shit, fight this shit, all right? Moving backwards, 99% of all fighters cannot move backwards. What I'm teaching you guys is coming straight from Muhammad Ali himself, okay? So we're here going backwards. I'm on my tippy toes. Step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut. It's always 2 steps when you're going backwards, okay? You're never flat. Make sure your knees are bent, your elbows are in, and your chin is down. And depending on where your opponent is, sometimes it all depends on what's going on. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you can just take 1 step back and then fire that uppercut. But regardless, no matter what, it's always going to be 2 steps because you're still going to move. Regardless, you're going to have to move. You just can't stay in one place. So even if you take 1 step and fire that uppercut, boom, bow, I still need to take another step back to create more space. Because if I don't drop him, or if I don't knock him out with that uppercut, which the uppercut is a knockout punch, but if I don't knock him out with that uppercut, he's still going to be coming at me. He might take his time coming in, but he's still going to be coming in at me. Right? So I need to create a little bit more space. This is for when you're moving backwards. So we're here, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut. All right? Let's go backwards. Let me show you guys what it looks like backwards so you can see my feet from the front view. I'm on my tippy toes, my knees are bent, elbows are in. So it's step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut. Okay, now, very important detail here because we're going backwards. Okay, this is the step uppercut, going backwards without using the left jab. So that first step, you don't necessarily need to pivot the hips over to the right. You can just take a straight step back. Okay, but when you take that second step back with that right leg, you need to pivot that back leg. Okay, on the second step. Not so much on the first step. You don't have to worry about pivoting on the first step going backwards, but you have to worry about pivoting on the second step. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, right? So the first one, I step. I don't necessarily need to pivot. Notice that I didn't pivot. Okay, that second step, when I take that second step backwards, I'm gonna turn over those hips to the left, and I'm gonna fire. Because remember, everything comes from the hips. So I step, step, pivot, fire. 3 steps, okay? Step, step, fire. Make sure when you pivot and you release the punch at the same time, try to synchronize it, okay? Because if you take too long with the pivot and the release of the uppercut, it's going to be off beat. You might catch him, but it might not be so powerful. It might not stun him. You just might, remind him to wake up, or remind him to keep his hands up. That's it. So you always want to make sure that everything is synchronized. Try to synchronize it. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. It's step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut. So I'm right here. Okay, so let's go over it one more time so you guys can get a really good view. It's from the side. So I'm here. The first step is with the left. You don't have to worry about pivoting on that one. You don't have to worry about pivoting on the first step. When you take that second step, then turn over those hips, release that uppercut, extend it all the way. Use that reach. If you have long arms like me, you want to use all of this. This is my zone. I'm going to use all of this. I'm not going to let nobody get inside my zone. I'm not even going to give you the chance. So we're here. Step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut, step, uppercut. Okay, so that's how it looks like. You guys drill, study, spar, ask, comment, fight, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next.